sponsorship perspective, because obviously we see in the sub world, obviously the higher performers, the elite guys, all have a sponsorship to one of the brands, to one of the manufacturers. So, is it right that you moved to Mistral this year or last year?
I moved to Mistral this year. So I was with Starboard for probably 4 years previous to that. But the opportunity came up that I could have input into the board design and board development. And also Mistral were looking to promote the brand through SUP, which is they're an old windsurfing brand.
They're a really big.
They're looking really to reinvent themselves. I was just excited about new projects. They've got a great shapered Bro dip lock down in Cornwall, Weybridge, and bringing that team together, myself, Steve West, and Bro, and plus Paul is laminator. They were getting lots of advice from California and stuff, so it was really exciting to be involved in that board development. And the first outing was the Dart for the new flat water board, and it went like a dream. So.
I think I saw you speak to Ruben at Supboard Mag afterwards, and you were saying that obviously you would be able to have some input into the board. And I know with some of the other paddlers that we've spoken to and such, they don't necessarily get that input because they're UK based, and obviously the US or Australia or New Zealand will obviously get sort of first pick at that. So.
Yeah, I mean it's just great to have that input because you can build the board. So the idea was to start off with this year was to build the boards around me. So I knew what I liked, and some of the Starboard boards I've been riding before had really great elements. So it was great to take what worked, and we know what works, and then just to develop it even further. So we knew a voluminous nose worked in open water, so that's what we based the open motion board on. So we wanted it to stay on water, we wanted it to downwind well, but also we wanted it to be relatively competitive in flat water as well. So we took a lot of elements from lots of areas and really tried to develop it forward and to make some fast boards that were. It's hard to, again, like I said, it's hard to make an all-round board. So we had to go for 2, and then we're producing a 12.6 as we speak at the moment. So and we should have some riders hopefully coming through on those 12.6 boards and another 14-foot rider soon. So watch this space. That's one of the reasons I moved over. It was thinking that, well, how many years left have I? How can I keep charging? Keep on training as hard as I am, and so it's nice to have laying some foundations about where the sport's going to be, and also invest in the sport because it's such a minority sport still. Although it's got big growth, it's still a minority sport. Although we take it serious at the top end, we need to invest in those grassroots. So it's encouraging the kids to get involved in it, and also it needs to look cool because otherwise no one's ever going to get involved with it. So it's trying to make that stuff stuff cool, so people get involved, and trying to make the boards competitively priced so it's not overpriced. As well, so it's accessible.